Well, good afternoon, scrappers. My name's Dan, and here in front of us is a collection of items from two aircons that I've stripped. Now, I've been doing a lot of aircon stripping lately, and I say a lot. I mean, it's been an absolute marathon of what I've been doing. You wouldn't believe it. I had a whole garage. We'll have a look. You can't see it anymore because it's all cleared out, but as you can see, all those compressor motors there and behind there, and if you have a look at roughly 200 kilos of clean copper aluminium rads, yeah, I've been pretty busy. So what I've decided to do, yesterday I actually got a call up from someone, and they had two aircons for me to pick up. So they were a reasonable size, so I gave them $25 each for them. So I thought, well, how about we just do a bit of a breakdown of all the components in an aircon to see how much money I would make after pulling the aircon apart. Now keep in mind, this is two air conditioners. I paid $50 for the lot. The inverters and the wall mount part that goes inside. And what I have here is everything stripped down and broken into different categories. Now I have written a list of every component, which I have weighed and priced accordingly to what I get from my personal scrapyard, which I go. It's better than most. Well, it's not better than most. Really, it's the best yard in Brisbane. I've learned a few things along the way, and I have been very busy now, and I've kind of changed my approach of what I do now. The volume of stuff I get now is quite a lot, and it's great. Every week I'm pretty much selling stuff to the scrapyard, probably making a few thousand a time every week. I think my biggest sell-off so far to date was like for 1 week was a bit over $5,000. Not bad. We were going to go to the scrapyard today. I've got about $3,000 of stuff to sell, but this COVID crap's kind of kicked in again, and it's not really advisable to go anywhere. So we'll give it a few days, and maybe next week I'll head down. But anyway, back to what I was talking about with the aircons. As I said, this is the two aircons I bought yesterday afternoon, and I've stripped them down, and this is what we have. We have the radiators. Now these radiators are actually dirty rads. I could make them clean and improve the amount of profit I make on these things by simply just cutting off the steel here, and then once I've cut the steel off the ends and pulled a bit of copper out of the steel and separate that as burnt copper, then you're going to have a cleaner rad. And for what I'm getting for those things, as a clean radiator was $4.20 a kilo. As a dirty rad, as they sit, $3.90 a kilo. So we've got about, let the focus better. I'm getting, there we go. Oh, for goodness sake, what's going on? Stay in focus, mate. Stay in focus. That's better. Alright. So, yeah, as a dirty rad, I'm getting $3.90 a kilo at present. I'm expecting copper prices next week to go up, because I've been watching the commodities on copper, and they've actually improved. Anyway, here we have two compressors. The compressors for where I go, I'm getting 86 cents a kilo. There's 43 kilos of compressor sitting there. Again, I could improve my earnings on those by simply cutting open the compressors and then removing the copper from the steel casing inside, but I just don't have time to muck around with all that stuff. So 86 cents a kilo is pretty good in my book. Here we have the copper, which was removed and attached to the compressors, and part of the copper piping which was still attached to the wall attachment for the inside. All up there is about 5 kilos. Well, not about, it is. It's 5 kilos of copper there, all burnt. That's $8.65 a kilo for me at the moment. And here we have the electric wire. Not a great deal. What was it, 750 grams of electric wire, which is $3.25 a kilo for me at this stage. These are all the electric motors. They're from the inverters. They're from the fan part, the inside fans, and then you've got these transformers things there. So electric motors for me, I'm getting 91 cents a kilo, but again I expect that to improve next week, along with all the prices of everything else I've currently discussed. We've got a little bit of burnt brass there, dirty brass, whatever you want to call it. Dirty, that's what I call it, dirty brass. Dirty brass is currently $5.75 a kilo, I believe it was. So we've also got this here, clean brass. That's $6.25 a kilo. So there's a nice little pole there. Nothing outstanding, but you know, just a little bit. And lastly of all are the circuit boards. Now I know not all, from what I've been over the years, not all scrapyards buy circuit boards, but the one where I go is they do, and they pay 54 cents a kilo for a circuit board at the moment. So I certainly collect those. Now, last of all is the light steel. Now that is obviously not all the light steel, because some of it I've chucked over there in the corner. But between two aircons, there was approximately about 20 kilos, possibly just a tad more. I didn't actually weigh it, but based on just some of what I did weigh, I just came to the conclusion 20 kilos will do without being too accurate. So let's come to the conclusion here of what we've worked out. Okay, so this is what we've come up with. Clean brass. There was 1.196 kilograms of clean brass, and at $6.25. That was $7.47 I'd get for that. Dirty brass, 519 grams at $5.75 a kilo. I'd be getting $2.93 for that. The circuit boards, as you can see, 54 cents. I'm only going to get 44 cents for those, but the compressors, we got 43 kilos of compressors, and at 86 cents a kilo, that's $36.98. We've got the electric motors, we got 15.7 kilos of electric motors at 91 cents a kilo. All up, that's $14.28. Electric cable, as I said, 750 grams at $3.25 a kilo. Only $2.43 for the electric cable. It's not much, but it all adds up to the total tally. Burnt copper, as I said, 5 kilos, I'm getting $8.65. There's $43.25 for that. Dirty rads, we've got 29 kilos of dirty rads, and at $3.90 a kilo, there's $113.10 for that one. And as I said, for the light steel, there's roughly about 20 kilos, maybe a touch more. And I'm getting 21 cents a kilo for a light steel where I go, which is a different yard again. And for that, that's like $4.20. So all up, for the two aircons, is a total amount of $225.08, which I would get for them. Now, as I said here, I bought the two aircons for $25 each, so a total spend of $50, leaving a total profit of $175.08, rounded off $175.10. So for all those who may be considering scrapping an aircon or have never done it before, I mean, there's not a lot to it, they're pretty easy. I'm sorry I didn't actually show the breakdown. I'd already started and pretty much only had a little bit to do, and there was no point starting filming from the very beginning to the end. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to work it out. It's not hard. Lots of screws. Take them out. You know, you just need your basically the tools. Oh, there you go, another bucket of brass from all the aircons. Just small electric motors. Bucket of screws. Underneath there, as you can see there, it's dirty copper. Busy man. The wife here, we've got the cable stripper here, which we strip all the cable that we got. We get quite a bit, every week. Probably got about 100, there's 107 kilos of bright strip cable over there in a wheelie bin. There's burnt copper everywhere. The place is a bit of a mess, but I can tell you it's a hell of a lot cleaner than what it was before the holidays had started. And yeah, these holidays have given me the opportunity to finally catch up. Mind you, I still haven't finished with the aircons. I've got 2 more inverters to do, and I've got the wall fittings to still take care of, about 14 of them. But that's fine, they don't take long. Anyway, that's just to give you some idea of what money can be made from scrapping an aircon from beginning to the end. And if you go to the right place, you're going to get a good dollar for it. If you just sell the aircon as it is without pulling it down, you're not going to make really any good money. You're just going to get paid rubbish. So basically, put a little bit of time in, a little bit of effort, and it's definitely worth it. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and have a mighty fine afternoon. Cheers guys, bye bye.